Emotions are natural. They are a part of being human. But the difference between those who succeed and those who crumble is the ability to manage emotions rather than be controlled by them. If you let every little thing upset you, you become a puppet to the world, reacting, overthinking, and drowning in feelings that don't serve you. Think about it. Have you ever made a decision in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? Have you ever let anger, sadness, or frustration dictate your words and actions, only to wish you had taken a step back? That's what happens when emotions take the driver's seat of your life. They cloud your judgment, distort reality, and make temporary feelings feel permanent. But the truth is, emotions are just visitors. They come and go, and you get to decide how much space they take up in your life. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It doesn't mean pretending you don't feel hurt, disappointed, or frustrated. It means acknowledging them without letting them control you. It means pausing before you react. It means choosing logic over impulse. When someone disrespects you, the instinct is to lash out. But when you've mastered your emotions, you learn that silence is sometimes the loudest response. When things don't go your way, frustration tries to creep in. But when you control your emotions, you learn to shift your mindset from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I learn from this?" Self-discipline begins in the mind. You can't control what happens around you, but you can always control how you process it. Emotional mastery is about building that inner strength, training yourself to respond rather than react, and refusing to let outside circumstances shake your inner peace. This is the work that separates those who are easily broken from those who remain unshaken. The moment you stop allowing emotions to dictate your every move, you take back control of your life. One of the greatest sources of wasted energy in life is reacting to things that don't matter, to people who don't matter, and to situations that do not serve your growth. Every time you react to negativity, you are feeding it. Every time you let someone's words disturb your peace, you are giving them power. Every time you argue with someone who has already made up their mind about you, you are exhausting yourself for no reason. The world will constantly test you. People will misunderstand you. Some will try to provoke you just to see how much control they have over your emotions. They will say things, do things, and create situations just to get a rise out of you. And the moment you react, they win. The moment you let it get to you, you lose control. You have to ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Not every battle is meant to be fought. Some people argue not because they seek the truth, but because they thrive on chaos. Some situations are designed to drag you down, not lift you up. And the more you engage, the deeper you sink. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. You don't need to respond to every insult. You don't need to prove yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Think about it. How much peace have you lost because you reacted to something that didn't deserve your time? How many nights have you stayed up replaying conversations in your head, wishing you had said this or done that? And for what? Most of the time, the people who disturb your peace have already moved on while you're still carrying the weight of their words and actions. When you train yourself to remain calm in situations that once triggered you, you gain power. You stop letting small things ruin your day. You stop allowing people to manipulate your emotions. You begin to realize that some things are just not worth your time, your words, or your energy. And when you learn to let go of unnecessary reactions, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Your peace is sacred. It is the foundation of your well-being, your clarity, and your strength. Yet too often, people give away their peace so easily, letting others invade their mind, disrupt their spirit, and drain their energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. And yet, too many allow negativity, toxicity, and unnecessary drama to take up space in their lives, all at the cost of their own peace. You have to start asking yourself, who am I letting in? Who am I allowing to disturb my mental and emotional stability? Because the truth is, some people don't bring peace into your life. They bring problems. They bring chaos. They bring negativity disguised as concern, manipulation masked as love, and distractions that pull you away from your purpose. Some people don't come into your life to add value. They come to take from you, to test you, to keep you caught in a cycle of stress, doubt, and frustration. When you give the wrong people access to you, they start dictating how you feel. 1 minute, you're fine. The next, you're overthinking a conversation, replaying an argument, or feeling drained because of something someone said or did. You find yourself emotionally exhausted, constantly on edge, constantly responding to situations that should have never had the power to reach you in the first place. Protecting your peace means setting boundaries. And boundaries are not about being rude or distant. They are about self-respect. When you stop answering certain calls, when you stop engaging in pointless conversations, when you stop explaining yourself to people who will never understand you, you start reclaiming your peace. Because not everything needs your attention. Not everyone deserves your energy. Your mind is like a house. If you keep the doors wide open, anybody can walk in and leave a mess. You wouldn't let just anyone into your home. So why do you let just anyone into your thoughts, your emotions, your time? You have to learn to close the door. You have to learn to say no. You have to learn to protect your space like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. The more you allow negativity in, the harder it is to hear yourself think, to focus, to grow, and to be at peace. The most powerful people in this world are not the ones who react to everything. They're the ones who know when to walk away, when to be silent, when to remove themselves from situations that no longer serve them. You have to decide what is more important, pleasing people or protecting your peace, because you can't do both. There is a kind of suffering that comes from trying to control everything. The need to control outcomes, people, situations, and circumstances that were never meant to be in your hands. And the more you try to grip onto everything, the more exhausted you become, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The truth is, life has a rhythm of its own. Some things will align, some things will fall apart. Some people will stay and some will leave. And the more you resist the natural flow of life, the more you struggle. Control what you can. That means controlling your mindset, your actions, your responses, your choices, and your habits. It means taking full ownership of the things that are within your reach, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you show up in the world. Because those things, those are yours to govern. You have the power to decide what you focus on, what you give energy to, what you allow into your mind and spirit. You have the power to choose discipline over distraction, peace over drama, growth over stagnation. That is where your control exists. But then there are the things that you cannot control. And this is where most people struggle, trying to force what is out of their hands. You cannot control how others see you. You cannot control how people treat you. You cannot control what someone else decides to do with their life, their time, or their words. You cannot control who stays and who goes. You cannot control the past. And yet people waste so much energy trying to rewrite history, trying to make people change, trying to force circumstances that are simply not meant to be. And what does that lead to? Frustration, disappointment, stress. When you hold on to what isn't yours to control, you suffer. You replay conversations, you analyze every little thing, you exhaust yourself mentally with thoughts of what if and why did this happen? But the moment you learn to release what is not in your hands, you free yourself. You free yourself from the need to have all the answers. You free yourself from the burden of trying to fix everything and everyone. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means trusting that what is meant for you will not miss you. It means understanding that no amount of overthinking will change the past, no amount of worry will predict the future, and no amount of effort will force something to work if it was never meant to. When you control what you can and release what you can't, you step into a different kind of power, one that is rooted in peace, clarity, and faith that everything will unfold exactly as it should. Your mind is your most powerful asset. It is the control center of your life. Every thought you allow in, every belief you accept, and every voice you entertain shapes the way you see yourself, the way you move in the world, and the reality you create. But too many people leave their minds unguarded, allowing negativity, self-doubt, and outside influences to corrupt their peace, their confidence, and their direction. If you are not careful, your mind will become a battlefield where the opinions of others, the weight of past mistakes, and the pressure of the world constantly fight for control over your thoughts. You must protect your mind like it is sacred, because it is. It holds your dreams, your purpose, your vision for your life. And if you don't protect it, the world will fill it with distractions, doubts, and fears that don't belong to you. Think about it. How many times have you doubted yourself, not because you truly believed you weren't capable, but because someone else planted that doubt in your mind? How many times have you settled for less because the voices around you convinced you that you weren't worthy of more? This is why guarding your mind is not optional, it is necessary. It starts with being mindful of what you consume, what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, who you surround yourself with. Everything is feeding your mind. You cannot expect to grow if you are constantly feeding your mind with negativity. You cannot expect to feel strong if you are constantly listening to voices that weaken you. You cannot expect to be at peace if you are always entertaining chaos. Your mind absorbs everything, and if you do not control what enters, you will find yourself carrying beliefs, fears, and anxieties that were never yours to begin with. You also have to be mindful of the conversations you engage in. Some people will fill your mind with self-doubt without you even realizing it. They will disguise their negativity as advice. They will project their fears onto you, convincing you that their limitations are yours. They will tell you what you can't do, what won't work, what isn't possible, because they couldn't do it themselves. And if you are not careful, you will start believing them. You will start shrinking your dreams, lowering your standards, and playing small because your mind has been poisoned by the insecurities of others. Protecting your mind means learning to filter what deserves your attention and what doesn't. It means knowing when to walk away from conversations that do not uplift you, when to silence the noise, and when to remind yourself of who you are. It means filling your mind with knowledge, with positivity, with affirmations of strength and resilience. It means being intentional about what you feed yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your mind is sacred. It is the foundation of your confidence, your success, and your inner peace. If you do not protect it, the world will pollute it. If you do not take control of it, someone else will. And if you allow the wrong things to live there, you will find yourself lost, confused, and disconnected from the life you were meant to create. Your energy is your life force. It is the foundation of how you move, how you think, how you show up in the world. It is the silent language you speak before you say a word, the way you carry yourself, the way you respond to challenges, the way you pour into the things and people that matter. And yet so many people live their lives giving their energy away carelessly, allowing others to drain them, control them, and shift their mood without even realizing it. You must understand your energy is yours. It does not belong to anyone else. It does not belong to the person who upset you. It does not belong to the person who didn't appreciate you. It does not belong to the negativity someone tried to project onto you. It is yours to protect, yours to manage, yours to reclaim when the world tries to steal it away. But too often, people give their energy to things that don't serve them. Draining conversations, unnecessary drama, toxic environments, meaningless battles that only leave them exhausted and empty. Think about how much power you give away when you let someone else's words dictate your mood. Think about how much energy you waste replaying situations that have already happened, dwelling on people who have already left, stressing over things that are out of your control. Every moment you spend engaging in negativity is a moment you could have used to build yourself up, to create something meaningful, to grow into the person you are meant to be. Owning your energy means being intentional about where it goes. It means not allowing every little thing to pull you in, not allowing every situation to take you out of your peace. It means recognizing when something or someone is not worth your time and having the discipline to disengage. Because energy is not infinite. If you pour too much into the wrong places, you will have nothing left for yourself, nothing left for your purpose, nothing left for the things that truly matter. It also means being aware of the people in your life, because some people are energy drainers. They don't bring light, they bring weight. They don't inspire, they exhaust. They come into your space with complaints, negativity, and problems they have no intention of fixing. And if you allow them, they will drain you without a second thought. This is why you must be protective of your space, your peace, and your time. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not everything deserves a response. Owning your energy is also about self-awareness. It's about knowing what fuels you and what depletes you. It's about recognizing when your energy is being pulled in the wrong direction and taking a step back to realign. It's about understanding that protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Because when you protect your energy, you show up stronger, you think clearer, you move with more purpose, you don't waste time trying to fight battles that aren't yours. You don't waste emotions on things that don't align with where you're headed. Your energy is your responsibility. It is your choice to let something affect you or not. It is your choice to let someone disturb your peace or not. And once you realize that, once you start truly owning your energy, you become unstoppable, because nothing and no one can shake you from the foundation you have built within yourself. Your energy is one of the most valuable things you have. It's not just about your physical strength or your ability to get through the day. It's about your presence, your peace, your ability to navigate life without being constantly drained by the things and people around you. But here's the truth. Most people don't own their energy. They let other people dictate how they feel, how they react, how they move through the world. They give their power away piece by piece until they wake up one day feeling exhausted, empty, and disconnected from who they really are. Owning your energy means understanding that it is yours and yours alone. It does not belong to the person who tried to belittle you. It does not belong to the friend who only calls when they need something. It does not belong to the job that drains you or the situation that constantly brings stress into your life. Your energy is your responsibility, and when you don't take ownership of it, the world will take it from you without hesitation. Think about how often you allow people to drain you. Think about how much time you've spent replaying a conversation in your head, giving your energy to a moment that has already passed. Think about the times you've let someone's bad mood become your bad mood, the times you've absorbed someone else's negativity as if it were your own. Every single time you do this, you are giving away a part of yourself that you may never get back. And for what? For people who don't even realize the weight they are putting on you? For situations that are not worth your peace? Owning your energy means being intentional about what you give your attention to. Not every argument needs a response. Not every problem is yours to fix. Not every negative situation needs to live in your mind rent-free. Some things require nothing but your silence and your decision to walk away. When you own your energy, you decide where it goes. You choose to put it into things that bring you growth, joy, and fulfillment, instead of allowing it to be stolen by things that bring you stress, exhaustion, and doubt. And let's talk about people. Some people are energy drainers, and you know exactly who they are in your life. They come around with their complaints, their negativity, their drama, and without even realizing it, you start feeling heavy, drained, overwhelmed. These people will take everything you have to give and still come back for more. And if you let them, they will rob you of your peace, your clarity, and your ability to move forward. Owning your energy means setting boundaries without guilt. It means recognizing that you do not owe your time, your attention, or your emotional space to people who do nothing but take. It means giving yourself permission to walk away from anything that disrupts your peace without explaining yourself, without second guessing, without feeling bad for choosing you. It also means being mindful of what you consume, because energy isn't just about people. It's about the things you allow into your mind. The news, the social media, the conversations, the books, the music, everything carries an energy. And if you're constantly consuming negativity, don't be surprised when you start feeling negative yourself. If you're always surrounding yourself with gossip, don't be surprised when you start doubting the people around you. Your mind is like a garden, will grow. And if you don't choose what you plant, the world will choose for you. Owning your energy is about becoming the protector of your peace. It's about understanding that not everyone and everything deserves access to you. It's about realizing that you are in control of what you accept, what you allow, what you entertain. When you start guarding your energy the way you guard your most prized possessions, you will begin to feel lighter, clearer, stronger. You will stop being exhausted by things that don't matter. You will stop reacting to things that are beneath you. You will stop allowing the world to dictate your mood, your mindset, and your movement. Because at the end of the day, your energy belongs to you. And you have the power to protect it, to nurture it, and to use it for the things that truly matter. Your energy is the foundation of everything in your life. It is the silent force that carries you through each day, the invisible currency you spend with every conversation, every thought, every emotion. And yet, too many people live as if their energy belongs to the world, freely giving it away to anyone and anything that demands it, without ever stopping to ask, is this worthy of me? Every single day, you wake up with a limited amount of energy. And whether you realize it or not, every interaction, every thought, every decision is either protecting that energy or depleting it. You get to choose where your energy goes, but if you're not careful, the world will choose for you. It will pull you into distractions, into negativity, into conflicts that have nothing to do with your purpose. It will make you feel responsible for other people's emotions, other people's problems, other people's expectations. And before you know it, you will find yourself drained, exhausted, and disconnected from your own power. Owning your energy means reclaiming that power. It means recognizing that not every battle is yours to fight, not every opinion is yours to entertain, not every demand is yours to fulfill. It means understanding that you do not owe your peace to anyone. Not to the people who try to guilt trip you into staying in situations that no longer serve you, not to the distractions that try to pull you away from your goals, not to the negativity that tries to invade your space and lower your vibration. How often do you find yourself exhausted, not because you worked too hard on your dreams, but because you spent too much time dealing with things that had nothing to do with them? How often do you let someone else's bad mood become your bad mood? How often do you let an unnecessary argument ruin your entire day? That is what happens when you don't own your energy. You allow external forces to dictate how you feel, how you respond, how you move through the world. You give your power away, sometimes to people who don't even realize the weight of what they're taking from you. The truth is, some people thrive off of draining others. They come with their negativity, their complaints, their drama, and they don't just bring their problems, they dump them on you, expecting you to carry them. And if you're not intentional about protecting your energy, you will absorb all of it. You will carry burdens that were never yours to carry. You will wake up feeling heavy, not because of your own struggles, but because you have taken on the weight of others. Owning your energy means knowing when to step back.